Welcome to the Brent Daniels Real Estate Live Show. If you love real estate, you are in the right place. Check out the crew we have today. We've got everybody here today. We got Tyler Pugh. We've got Matt Justice. We've got Rafael Cortez. And, of course, we got the incredible Luke Mariner pulling up everything on the big screen here. But I want to start with a little bit of trivia. We're going to warm it up, make sure that we understand all of the different words and phrases used in real estate. It's just a way to warm up the show so that you guys actively participate in the chat. That's the whole point. We want to be here to answer your questions. We want to be here to give you the instructions so that you can go and, of course, take massive imperfect action. So let's start with this. What does illiquidity mean in real estate investing? Illiquidity.
I've never heard of this term.
We're starting out strong. Does it mean the property generates no cash flow? The property cannot be sold quickly without a potential loss in value. The property has negative equity, or the property is owned jointly by multiple investors. Any idea, guys? You guys want to throw something out?
I'd go with C.
Okay, number C, the property has negative equity.
Okay. I'm going to go with C as
C.
well.
C, okay. Raphael, C as well.
I'll
okay.
C.
What do we got in the chat here? Ben says, Matt Justice, that's your roommate.
Oh, it's Ben Osine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ben, welcome. That is awesome. What do you guys think? Is it A, B, C, or D? Let's check it out. Put it in there. C. Everybody's going with C. You guys are all super wrong.
Yep.
Very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. A liquid asset is something that could be sold quickly. And illiquid is something that takes a long time to be able to pull your cash out of. What is the answer? Boom. B, the property cannot be sold quickly without a potential loss in value. Do you know why I put this one in here?
Isn't it funny how it all makes sense after you say the right answer? It's like, yeah, of course.
No, but I mean, so Jeremy Thornburg sent me, he's going through flashcards on real estate terms that he had found. And he says this is wholesaling. This is why wholesaling exists, is because of illiquidity, right? If you want to get your cash out of a property fast, there's a ton of risk involved, right? You need a cash buyer. You need a cash buyer to be able to go in and not worry about all the inspections and everything going on and getting everything fixed up and ready. Cash, boom, done, close in 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Number 2. What's the next one? Do we have a next one?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
good. What is another name for adverse possession? Oh, what's another name for adverse possession? Is it A, squatter's rights, B, reverse mortgage, C, homeowner's privilege, or D, tenant title? Tenant title. What do we got, everybody? Tracy, hello. Randy, hello. Ben, hello. Nathan, hello. Brandon, Mitchell, hello. Welcome, guys. Put your answers in the chat. What is another name for adverse possession? Do you guys know? We're getting deep. Oh, Raphael knows. Is it A, squatter's rights, B, reverse mortgage, C, homeowner's privilege, or D, tenant title?
Put it in. Pure guess. I'm going to go with A.
Okay, going with A.
Yeah, I think A is a safe guess.
Squatter's rights, squatter's rights, squatter's rights. What is the answer? Squatter's rights. Adverse possession. That is absolutely right. Very interesting, guys. Some tops here. We went next level with the questions today. Is that it? We just got 2?
One more.
We have one more.
We have one more.
All right, we got one more, guys. Put in the chat here, everybody. Let us know where you are doing business. Let us know if you are closing a deal this week, and let us know if you have any questions about closing a deal this week. Put it in the chat. Last question here. Go ahead. What is a balloon payment? Is it A, a monthly payment reduction? Is it B, a large final loan payment? Is it C, refinancing discount? Or D, prepayment penalty? What is a balloon payment? A, monthly payment reduction. B, large financial loan payment. C, refinancing discount. Or D, prepayment penalty. Use those thumbs. Use those thumbs and put it in there. Is it A, B, C, or D? Is there do you know a Margie Justice?
That's my mom.
Hey, Mom! We got the mom and the
welcome,
roommate
Mama.
Damn, I got all the
participating
support.
today. That is absolutely
Let's
incredible. That is awesome.
Bringing
Well,
the heat.
well, give him some screen time, Matt. You know what I mean? He's got the whole audience. He's brought it in. Oh, man, we got Ryan. What's up? Come on in, buddy. Holy cow, this is incredible. Okay, guys, what is a balloon payment? It is B, large final loan payment. Come on in, Ryan. Guys, you know him, you love him. He's on the show. He's out there getting the best deals. Ryan Thornton.
What's up, guys?
The world's greatest acquisition
Let's
manager.
go.
He is here, and he is
going on,
popping
man?
in.
Good, how are you?
Are you just going on an appointment? What are you doing?
Yeah, I just got done with an appointment.
Nice.
And I have one at 1, and so I have some time to kill.
Yeah.
I thought I'd come say hi to my good buddy here.
Well, here. So, how was the appointment?
It was, I mean, everything aligned. Like the timeline was short. They have tons of equity. There was pain with debt, but they had no business selling this house.
What do you mean?
So they bought a new house. They wanted to upgrade. They got something bigger for their family, but their mortgage is $1,000 a month. Their
Yeah.
interest rate is 2.6
Ooh.
because of the credit cards that they have, and there's little things they can't afford 2 mortgages. They're like desperate.
Yeah.
And so it's real easy to take advantage of desperation.
Sure.
But I suggested that they look into getting a loan, you know, like getting some equity out of their house to help get it set up for to rent, because that's what they essentially want to do, but they don't have the money to do it.
Yeah.
And so we talked about property management, some options, and so she's going to talk to her lender and then try to see if they can figure out a way to get some money to keep the house.
What if she says, absolutely, I have to sell it, I want to sell it? What happens then?
Well, then we'll give her options. You know, it's like nothing changes. We give them the best cash option that we can provide, and then they say yes or no.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how it goes.
Awesome. I feel like you're getting taller. I don't know what it is. I think as you get older, you get taller. I might be getting shorter. We used to be the same height. Look at this. Let's go.
Back to
Come
back.
on.
Back to
We're
back.
always the
Back
same
to
height. Look at
back.
this. Oh, my
You
guy's
cut 2
43
inches off
years
the
old.
top of the
He's
hair.
taller.
That's why I could hit people so hard in football. The center of gravity was so low.
That's right. That's
Put
right.
him over.
Get out of here. That's awesome. Awesome, guys. One thing, and Ryan, will you go grab that? Yeah, grab the thing that's in my office. I think that this is really important going forward, guys, for everybody. Is I saw it on TikTok Shop. These little devices here. I'll show you here. It's these plods, right? And it is.
Not sponsored.
It is, yeah, not sponsored. It's a wearable recorder, right? So you can put it. It's got a little bracelet so that it looks like it's a Fitbit or a necklace, or you can pin it on there, and you can record the conversations that you're having on the appointments, and it transcribes everything, and you can keep it in your CRM. And I think that that's really, really, really important. Just one, so that everybody understands what the conversation was. You can send the transcription to the sellers or whoever's, you know, maybe it's the family members that's with the sellers. But you just want to make sure that everybody understands what the conversation is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ryan mentioned it. It's check your state laws. In Arizona, it's a one party,
Consent.
so you don't need the other party's permission to record. But if you get permission, I think it's even better to get people's permission to record, because then they know that everything's being recorded, and then I think it reduces the shenanigans later on.
Can't backtrack on
Yeah,
stuff and
yeah.
say, oh, you said this.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on recording the calls, recording the appointments, doing all those things, making it something that is disclosed to the seller so they understand that, you know, what actually happened in the
We
conversation?
record every single phone call. I mean, we do everything virtual.
Yeah.
So we record every single phone call. And I'm telling you, having those recordings, they saved me from a lawsuit last year. Somebody was claiming something that didn't happen. We had the recordings, the entire conversation, the disclosures. All we had to do was present and dismiss it.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
There you go.
Well, guys,
Be
Randy
transparent, be clear.
has a great question here. Guys, we want you to throw in. We have absolute experts. Tyler, how long have you been doing it?
5 years.
And your biggest year,
It was 858,000 solo.
right? Matt Justice,
Let's go.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
And amount of deals the most in a year?
Last year for 137 deals.
137 deals. What's your marketing budget?
Zero, really.
Zero marketing budget.
Yeah.
Because you are essentially running Astro. Did you go through
Yeah.
Astro and Jamil and that whole model and
Yeah.
Keegley? And so you find all the investors and agents and get the referrals and then dispo.
Yep.
You're the dispo man.
Yeah, I go to
We've done a
people
lot
like
of deals
you.
together.
Yeah, exactly.
We've
I was
done a
gonna
lot
say I
of
go to
deals
people
together,
like
guys.
you and
So,
try and sell them.
Guys, everything that every question that you have about wholesaling or flipping or evaluating a deal or raising funds or whatever it is for incredible real estate opportunities, we want you to ask it on the show because, Raph, how many deals have you done?
Running on since I started about
Yeah.
1,200 plus.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Absolutely incredible. So there we go. So the question is, how would you recommend scheduling out part-time job, 16 hours college, and doing wholesaling? Tyler, I'll open it up to you, my man.
So he's working a part-time job, and
How do you do this business part-time?
I mean, the thing I would do is I would just get a really inexpensive CRM, get a list of agents, and reach out to 50 to 100 a day,
Yep.
whether that's text or phone call. Something very easy, very manageable, and something that's going to scale over time.
Love it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a huge texter. And so, I mean, if you're in college, I know I didn't really pay attention in class anyways. So, I would be texting people. And I mean, I found out about this business after college. But if I was in college, man, it would have been crazy. I would just be texting all day in class trying to find other wholesalers and connecting those deals that I get from wholesalers to buyers that are looking.
And if you're at all experimenting with AI, if you have even like a decent budget, there was one I experimented with earlier this year that was basically sending out the texts from my system, and depending on how they would reply, the system would reply as me, and basically just schedule it to be followed up with 2 weeks later.
Awesome. What was the AI?
It was lead autopilot.
Lead autopilot.
Yeah.
So is it AI or is it just automation? Is it like go high level or is it like
It's
something you have to prompt?
I think it's AI because we had to give it this huge prompt on how to respond and everything. And if it didn't know how to respond, we would just update the prompt for next time, and it would work out really, really great. It for the cost and the volume that I needed, it didn't make sense long term.
Got it. Can you pull up my screen, Matt?
ChatGPT 5 just rolled out. I mean, that has intelligence built into it. It's pretty wild. the way
Yeah,
it works.
guys, here's the perfect part-time schedule. 15 hours. You got to find 20 hours.
Yeah.
If you're doing this part-time, you got to find 20 hours. We have 168 hours in a week. You got to find the time, whether it's the weekends, whether it's nights, whether it's the kind of sandwich in between other responsibilities that you have, whether it be school or work or kids or whatever it is. You have to find 20 hours a week that you can commit to this business. Have to. That is a minimum standard. Minimum standard. Obviously, the more that you can do, the faster that this is going to go for you. But 15 hours, that is lead generation. Talking to people. Wearing the classic TTP shirt today. You gotta talk to people, whether it's agents, whether it's property owners, whether it's other investors, whatever it is, you have to pick a strategy and go with it. Are you gonna go with talking with agents and investors, or are you gonna talk directly to property owners? Two different paths there, all right? But you have to commit to 15 hours a week. The other time, practice and role play. Find somebody that you can squat up with and say, hey, listen, somebody said this agent said, how long have you been in the business? And I froze. What should I have said? Those type of things. So practice and role play some of those so you can increase your skills. Do 1 hour of lead follow-up if you even have any leads. If you don't, add that to your lead generation. Instead of 15 hours, it's 16 hours, right? Mm-hmm. And then 1 hour driving for dollars. If you're going to go direct to property owners, I highly suggest you do 1 hour of driving for dollars. It costs you nothing except for a little bit of time and a little bit of gas. And 2 hours for appointments, or do some more driving for dollars or lead follow-up or whatever else. And if you have none, just focus on doing 20 hours of talking to people about buying property. Got it?
Got it.
Is that simple?
It is simple.
Yeah. Awesome. Great question.
We got a lot of questions.
Okay, what do we got? Instagram.
Yeah,
In
Instagram's
the
popping
house.
off today.
Do they love Ryan or what?
I think so.
They just love Ryan. They think he's getting taller too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real J.
I think he's
Dope.
got those lifts in his shoes. I think that's what it is.
The
You know
Dr.
those like
Scholl?
I don't know if they target me because I'm like 5'8" now, but they're.
That's why you wear those shoes, though. With the thick
Yeah, I wear the big soles. I try to,
The New Balance dad shoes.
but I keep getting the ads for those slip-in. You know, like this makes a 5'7" guy 6 foot or whatever. I'm like, come on,
You're on
man.
stilts.
What the hell, man? Why am I getting
6
targeted?
inches of padding.
Jeez Louise.
I need those.
It's because I'm built like a 1x1 Lego. You know what I mean?
You're like a Roblox character.
A Roblox. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
yeah.
Hit me with some questions. Hit us with some questions.
So the real Real J Dope asks, are you able to start with little to no money at all? I assume wholesaling or.
I'm going to leave this to Matt Justice.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I started with literally $0 out of my pocket. My very first deal, second and third deal, I found from other wholesalers and just found buyers through Facebook. Actually, I found the wholesalers through Facebook too. So I pretty much started my entire book of business all through Facebook and LinkedIn. And obviously those are free softwares or free platforms that you can go and use and connect with people. At the end of the day, this business is just connecting with people, however you can find them, people that either have properties that are distressed or people that are wanting to buy properties that are distressed. And so that's literally what I did. Found a couple wholesalers, they sent me some deals, and I sold them to some buyers that were looking.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you make on those deals?
I would say our average is about $5,000.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so are you getting them assigned to you and then you put them out?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Or sometimes we'll do like a JV,
Sure.
depending on where the deal comes from or who I sell it to. I'll do a JV agreement with the wholesaler that brought it to me, or sometimes a wholesaler will sell my deal, and I'll do a JV agreement with them. So it just
How
depends.
important is it to have all the documentation in place?
In place, extremely important. To have it up front, not as important, because you can ask the people that you're doing the deals with to help you out.
Right.
And I definitely did that when I first started. Like, I didn't know how to fill out an assignment contract. And I'm like, hey, can you help me fill this out? Or like, I think my first one that I did, actually, they assigned it to my buyer and they cut me a fee out of it. Like, I signed a JV agreement with them because I didn't know how to fill out an assignment. And I was like, can you also send it to me so I can see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so nerve-wracking. I remember the first time as a real estate agent filling out like a purchase agreement, and I was like getting goosebumps and all shaky, and
you
I
have
was
all
like,
those
oh
little
my God,
warning-
you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
felt so official. It felt so heavy.
Yeah.
You know, and I had this old guy, oh God, what was his name? Oh, Mike Mahoney's gonna kill me for forgetting his name. Anyway, he helped out, I'll remember it in a second. And it was like, oh my gosh, it was such a relief. So, I mean, when you ask for help, people will help you. If you just try to like throw it together and try to do it yourself, you're gonna feel uncertain about it. Go with confidence and just find somebody that'll help you out. And one of the questions here is, how do you find out legit wholesalers? How do you know if people are legit in this business?
That's
Or a legit buyer, or legit at any of this?
Let me segue into that. I mean, I think the legitimacy of the buyers or the people out there. I mean, it's a relationship building at the end of the day. It's a relationship business. We have to have connections. You're gonna throw a wide net out there to see who you can connect with, and then have individual conversations. Like getting to the point where you trust somebody with an assignment agreement or a JV agreement. It takes a while, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it takes a minute to figure out. Okay, these guys are my go-to guys for these types of deals. So it takes a minute. I don't feel like it's I'm gonna pull this list. All of a sudden they're gonna be all 100% characters.
Yep.
So I mean that's what it takes. That's part of the trench work that I feel like a lot of people don't want to go through. So
Awesome. Hundred, if you're hundreds at home watching this, put in everybody's IG handle into the chat so people can follow these incredible guys.
Amen.
All right, even Luke.
No.
How about that?
Oh, slide in.
What else
Sliding
we got
into
from
the
Instagram?
DMs.
Yeah, what?
Other questions from
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah. So Jack Henderson.
We call Instagram the grammar.
No, we don't.
Around here.
We need to stop
I,
this.
I heard
We
I
need
heard
to
about
stop
that.
this.
The grammar.
We're done with
I think
this.
you're the only person that calls it the gram.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say it
Thank
until
you.
it catches on. It's gotta be great. That should be.
Okay, Jack Henderson asks, we're running PPC only, 15K a month. having a bunch of fallout and novations that aren't selling. Cash conversion taking too long. What would you change?
How much is he spending a month?
15K.
I would assume it's nationwide.
Okay.
I assume it's all virtual. If you're doing it virtual nationwide, there's going to be more fallout. It's just natural that there's going to be more fallout. You got to really, really, really sink into the discovery process, and really that first conversation that you have with the property owner should be almost an hour long, and it should be getting really deep as to what is the true goal of this of the sale of this property. And if they want a hands-off experience, it goes back to Matt. If you'll pull this up. Right here, when a property owner is looking to sell their property, they get 2 out of these 3: speed, convenience, and price. If they want the convenience and the price, that's when there's a novation. If you can't provide that convenience, if you can't take everything off their plate from a novation standpoint, you're not providing any value. It's going to fall out. Not saying that that's you. You could just be not really getting the full story from the property owner. The other thing is, we got to really, really, really adjust prices now in this market, okay? I've seen a lot of we work with Rich Wonder. We run Rich's pay-per-click campaigns, and a lot of the people that are in his community, we run their campaigns, and they do phenomenal because they are smart enough to adjust the list price to cause it to sell fast. You cannot offer the convenience of this sale if there is no offers quickly. You're just not going to be able to do it. It's going to be very inconvenient unless it's a vacant property in the middle of nowhere and the seller has a long timeline to sell it, whatever else. But you need to price it right away. That's the biggest thing. You need to have the absolute best real estate agents in that market listing those properties, and you have to price it probably 5-10% under what you think it would sell for. So make sure that you're adjusting your prices. There is turbulence in in the real estate market right now, and so you're gonna lose out on some deals. So just understand that, and then make the adjustments and go with the people that'll work with a reasonable price point. Make sense?
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome. What else?
We got Raphael, the investor.
Oh.
Asks, can you please help me comp a property if I sent you a DM?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I mean, listen. I do that for our students, and that's great. But I think I would be disrespecting the investment that they made into it if I were doing that. What I would say is maybe these guys want to do it, or maybe somebody local in the market would do it. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
A Cortez now.
Yeah.
Says, what's
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah, I know. What's a good % to offer for properties through agents?
Ooh.
There you go.
Gentlemen.
I guess it just depends on what market you're in, what the comps look like. Right now, what we're paying attention to is the actives more than the closed. If there's no actives in the neighborhood, all we're doing is taking 10 to 20,000 off the ARV and then running our numbers. What I have found works really well lately is basically taking the ARV, multiplying it by 0.7, and then subtracting the fee that I want to make. And usually, at least here in Arizona, most of the valley, those numbers work. Obviously, you have special pockets, like if you're close to downtown Gilbert, if you're in one of the older neighborhoods with an acre lot and there's horse privileges and it's irrigated, you can push those numbers up because those houses don't come up a ton. I'd say they're different in the outskirts too. Like in Buckeye, I'm not running those numbers. I'm running 55% of ARV minus my fee because Buckeye has just been notoriously hard to sell deals in. And that's just with anything. It just really depends on kind of where the property's at and what the comps look like. But I pay a lot of attention to actives right now just because the market is changing.
There you go.
Like that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I pretty much am looking at actives, pendings, under contracts, and looking at the days on market. And if it's
critical.
Pending 80 days on market, I'm at least going to take off 20 grand off just that one. And now it's I can't just use one property as a comp. It's I need at least 3. to use as a comp. I think it really depends on where you are, the condition of the property. Because, yeah, I mean, there's deals that will sell at 70% of ARV that are super clean in good areas where, you know, you can have that same property in a bad area and it's going to sell at 60%. So it just really depends on the pockets, where you are, the condition of the property. I agree. I think safe numbers, even right now, is like 75% of ARV minus rehab minus your fee. That's like extremely safe. If you don't know what you're doing, you should be able to sell a deal at 75% of ARV minus rehab to pretty much any buyer. It's like, who's not going to take, you know, 15% profit on the deal?
That'll sell in
What do you
10
see? What are you
10 minutes here.
seeing?
Right.
What are you seeing with the buyers right now? Are there more? Are they less? Are they being super conservative?
Being super conservative, really flaky. People are saying that they'll do a number, and then it's like, cool, we could do it. Let's get it started. And they're like, wait, no, I gotta call my freaking lender, you know, and make sure. And like there's a lot more steps, I feel like, with these buyers right now. Unless it's just like a screaming deal that multiple people are on, they're gonna jump on those. But if they're not, they can also sense, I feel like, even if you're pushing urgency, if there's other people interested. And if they feel that there's not other people interested, they're going to take their time, they're going to play around, and they just want to be sure. They want extreme confidence in this deal right now. That's what we're seeing.
Nice.
Raph, what are you seeing around? Because you're doing it virtually.
Yeah, we're doing virtually multiple states. Same thing. I mean, you do have people that come in and then they're dragging their feet on EMD. Once they start dragging their feet on EMD, I mean, that's the first red flag. I mean, we won't get the property off
What does
the market.
EMD stand for?
Earnest money deposits, so meaning the commitment from the buyer. If they don't want to take that first step, I mean, we're not taking them serious. We still keep pushing the property. But yeah, you are seeing delays in people committing to properties, dragging their feet at the closing, kind of, you know, trying to extend for weird reasons and stuff like that. So we just have to, you know, drop the hammer on a few of those, you know, as of late, right?
Yep.
Especially in the smaller markets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm seeing that pattern too.
Tracy asked, can you call both agents and property owners? What do you guys think of that? Do you think you pick one route and go with it?
Yes, I do not recommend doing both agents and property owners. They're two completely different conversations. I think you need to get really good at one before you move into the other. They're completely different types of trainings, motivations. I mean, I would not call both. It's going to take too much time. You're going to get inconsistent results. Call one person, one type of person, get really, really good at that, get really consistent at it, and then move on to something else. That's my opinion.
You know it's super hot in Phoenix when we all wear black shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God,
Like, if you
you're
guys
right.
don't understand, like, you walk outside, you get cremated. You know what I mean? It is a living cremation.
It's
You're just
slow, babe.
walking through this heat wave, and so it's like, I don't
Just
want to be pitted
zombies
out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're wearing like some sort of light blue or like a periwinkle or something. You know?
Periwinkle.
So, Tracy, I would pick one avenue. I would be a master at calling agents, or I'd be a master at calling property owners, and focus on that and really develop that skill, and get really good at that. Now, you can always implement it. We've tried, Ryan and I, come over here. We've tried a lot of times to do deals with agents. We've done models where we were dispoing for people, and we're just best spending money with Google, getting leads coming in with high intent, and determining should they list their house, or is a cash offer the best, and if a cash offer is the best, we go for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like, you know, it was already stated, like it's a full-time job speaking to agents. Like, if you're going to do it, you need to be 100% into it. Otherwise, you're just all over the place. You're not going to be efficient with your talking to somebody you're needing to make a deal with. So yeah, one or the other. Pick it, and both work. Just depends on what your goals are with it.
That's right. Boom. Awesome. Look at this. Look at Carson. Carson said, Brent, my brother, your consistency is a blessing. Started this business January 1st, 2024. and just followed the plan of massive imperfect action while being in college. I've done 40 deals since then.
Let's go.
Wow.
Give it
Let's
up.
go.
Locked
Give it
in.
up. Congratulations, guys. I am telling you, I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your financial situation is. Everybody can do this business if you just have conversations and make offers to agents and or other investors and or property owners. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. This business is incredible. It changes so many lives. Now, we have to kind of bring it down a little bit, okay? Because Dimmitri Vancamp is putting this show in the background while he's going through wills and probate docs. So maybe a little ASMR, you know what I mean? A little bit. You are the universe, Dimmitri. It's inside you. We believe in you. Go get it. Right? Just kidding, Dimmitri. We got too much enthusiasm for this business. That's a different channel, but keep us on in the background.
That's a different channel.
We
That's
love you,
crazy.
and so glad to have you guys. If you don't know Dimmitri does this from Europe. He bounces around and lives just an incredible life. He's a great social media follow. If you guys are in the chat on YouTube, make sure that you jump in Dimmitri Vancamp. You can find him. Dimmitri, put your Instagram handle. Is it a handle? Is that what you call
Yeah.
it? Is it a
Yes.
Instagram
Yep.
handle?
There
Why
you
is it a
go.
handle?
In the
What?
grammar? Are you talking about the grammar?
No.
Talking about
it's
sweet,
nice.
sweet grammar.
Nice.
What do you think of that for Instagram? No, calling it the grammar.
The grammar.
Thank you.
They don't get it, Brent.
Trying too hard.
Thank you,
All
Ryan.
right, whatever.
Thank you.
Hey, look at Jose closing a deal this Friday, netting $13,500.
Let's go.
There's a
Jose.
Rhino
yeah.
Tribe member there. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations. There's a property. This is from Randy. There's a property FSBO on Zillow for $92,000. Property is not distressed. Seller says could rent for $800, but inside needs some work. One close comp for $120, sold last year, 7/31/2024. Seller is not desperate to sell. Would it be a wholesale novation, wholesale to renter? What's your thoughts?
Move on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I had pass as soon as I
Yeah.
heard for sale by owner.
It's a
Yeah.
time suck.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you listen. There's sometimes that there's some for sale by owners that maybe it's not that property that they're selling, but they have other properties that need some love. I've certainly done some deals like that, especially in these markets. In these markets where they just don't, you know, there's a sliver of the population that just does not like real estate agents, does not like the idea of it. Maybe they've had a bad history with it. Maybe they used to be one, you know what I mean? And they just do not want to list it with a real estate agent. They don't see the value. They want to sell it themselves. And if they get to the point where they're not getting any offers, you know, I think asking them the question, if you don't sell this property for this price, what's your plan with it? You know what I mean? And that opens up, well, I'll keep it, I'll re-rent it, I'll fix it up. You know, what you're really looking for is it to filter all the way down to the bottom where they say, I'm going to sell this. At some point, you know, I'm going to accept an offer on it, right?
Yeah, one pattern that I've seen on sellers, especially like that, is they've listed with an agent before, a lot of them, and they just had a bad experience. They had, you know, real bad pictures. They didn't have, you know, a good, you know, sales strategy behind it. And really the agent came in and did a disservice by just putting the property up on the MLS and, you know, praying for it to sell as opposed to being proactive. And you see that a lot, especially on people who are not, you know, agents that are not, it's not their full-time thing, right? So a lot of the times they're a little, you know, skeptic about working with agents again. We see that pattern over and over again. So, good point.
I've got a interesting question from Ethan here. I have a deal under contract for $900,000 and a buyer for $200,000. How do I make that work? Now, Ethan, I don't know if you're trolling. I hope you are. That's really hilarious.
The numbers are backwards on that one.
And I don't know if that means that you have it sold for $1.1 million. I don't know.
That was my first
But
thought.
I
I'm
assume
like,
that
you're
that's
talking
just
wholesale.
you're just being a silly goose there, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
Is it-
obviously those numbers don't work.
Is it Ethan Manaus by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's total. That guy crushes.
Does
He's
he?
absolutely messing with us right
Yeah.
now.
Awesome. So you know him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Like he crushes. takes over Chicago. Like,
Oh, good.
yeah, absolutely.
Don't play
Those
with our
guys.
emotions,
So
Ethan.
anyways.
Yeah. Do you have
Good one.
anything? We're good with Instagram for now? Okay, I want to discuss something that I think we touched on a little bit a couple shows ago,
Talk to me.
but I think that this is really, really smart for passive income.
Yeah.
I think it's the future. I think it's happening right now, but I think it's going to happen more in the future. And I believe that is going live on TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
and doing the work we already do, calling agents, calling property owners, doing all those things, showing the tools that you're using to do that, documenting what you're doing it every day for hours and hours and hours, and building up affiliate relationships with the picks and shovels, with the tools
Yep.
of our industry.
Yeah. It's free
And
money.
I think it is a huge opportunity. Will you
Yep.
do me a favor? What is the average American monthly expense right now in 2025? I'm really, really, really curious here, guys, because I believe you could cover absolutely every part of your expenses, especially if you're young, especially if you don't have a tremendous amount. But even if you have kids, even if you have all these things, I have seen people go on TikTok and Instagram and just go live, making calls and putting in their affiliate codes for different services and make an absolute fortune. I'm talking, they're making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, 20, 40. On some levels, people are making $100,000 to $200,000 a month. Obviously, when they build up a big community and are doing some interesting things. I'd be interested to see if John Johnson, who is a longtime friend and participant in our live shows here, I'd be curious to know what he's doing on that front, because he's built a very big Discord.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
do the TikTok,
Yep.
you build the Discord,
Yep.
you or Instagram Live. I think maybe even TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean-
I would probably do both.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you have two cameras? Do you have two phones?
Yeah, a lot of people, they have their personal phone and then they get another phone to go on live on
Right.
whichever other platform.
Right.
And then they push their Discord through the lives.
Do you do two phones if you want to do Instagram and TikTok at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to do it.
Is there a way to see all the comments and chats so that you can participate and it's in one
yeah,
spot?
Yeah, it all will pop up
Right.
on the live itself. So
Yeah.
people just kind of look wherever. A lot of people use their computers as well to go live. So I mean, it's just dependent on what you have access to, really. But yeah, it's all really good stuff because people can just.
Do you know people doing this, guys?
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm doing it a little bit. I'm not doing the whole live thing, but I do have affiliate income.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that look?
It's like $1,800 a month, so it's nothing huge.
And he's
Right.
he's
Yeah,
barely
but what's your
doing it.
mortgage?
I mean, 3,000.
Right. So half of your mortgage is paid.
Yeah.
And how much time does it take?
Like 0.
Right. No, honestly, I mean, in a
Like,
month.
I mean, I maybe talk about it for an hour in a month.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you make $1,800 an hour.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do more of it?
It's not what I'm focused on right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, why not just add it as something that you do in your daily life?
I
want to know, because a lot of people are afraid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are super afraid of what other people think and getting rude comments and getting yourself out there and trolls and all this other stuff. But I mean, if you like you, right? Like I like me, and I want to be, and I have conviction, and I love real estate, and I'm doing this stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put a camera on it? This is 2025. And go to TikTok and go to Instagram.
You're gonna get trolls either way. I mean,
Right.
like the biggest people always still get trolls, so it's like you just have to like block out that side of it,
Right.
and just lock in. And you're already doing it, so.
John Johnson's on right now. John Johnson, how many affiliates you got? And is it working out for you? You don't have to tell me what you're making. That's fine. But let me know if you're doing an affiliate play. Because if you listen, we all know that there's other people that are on YouTube channels, build YouTube channels that do, hey, you don't need a coach, you can do this for free. Here's, go to this link and you
Yeah.
can get all the tools, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we know I mean, there's a ton of different channels that are literally built around that. So they go, you know what? I don't want to do the whole coaching mentorship thing because I want to be the anti that, but I do want to get the passive mailbox money from affiliates. I mean, I will tell you right now, PropStream. I have not pushed PropStream because I was with Batch. Right. And then I thought Deal Machine rolled out with a ton of stuff, and now I really think INVELO is the future because they got so much packed into that, a CRM and all sorts of things. I'm not going to do a pitch now. I will later, just to prove the point. But I think I make at least $100,000 a year mailbox money from PropStream. I mean, I could show you the receipts on all that. I mean, it's just wired in. I haven't mentioned PropStream. I don't even have an active link to it. And I haven't mentioned it, guys, for 4 years. That's how many people are in there. They give you like 40, 50% of the monthly recurring revenue, and boom.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine you're just sitting there on live, just bumping that.
Do you know how long it took me to get to 100,000 just in like being a realtor? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, forever.
Yeah.
You know, it took so long. I mean, this was 1,000 years ago.
But it's active income as opposed to revenue, passive revenue, recurring. Yeah.
It was commission income.
Yeah.
But this is just passive. People sign up. They like the tool. They're going to use it anyway.
Yeah.
There's no sweat off anybody in the audience's back. It's the same price, maybe even a better price.
Yeah.
And then you get an affiliate. So why wouldn't everybody just document what you're doing? And maybe it takes a year. Maybe it takes 2 years. How long did it take you to get $1,800?
6 months.
Right.
So.
And if you with 1 hour, yeah. So you did 6 hours worth of work.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like very soft pitch, and it's literally all it is. It's a texting software.
Here we go. John Johnson, this is amazing. Here we go. We have 22K people on REI Revolution, and we've been pushing our own white label CRM and affiliates, but I still do big deals, of course. What's great about building your community or network is the fact that deals, opportunities pop out of the air. That's another benefit.
Yeah.
Right.
People are going to bring deals. It's going to be easier to raise money. It's going to be easier to have a reputation, build a reputation. Not to mention members doing deals with each other. Absolutely incredible. And look, Shirozi, 4 E's. John's community is amazing. There you go, guys. You can check it out on Discord. So you set up a Discord. We're gonna do a little mini course.
Yeah.
We'll put this out as a little mini course and break this all down. Luke and I will do it for you. But you should be going live. You should be live streaming. You should be documenting what you're doing. You should be showing the conviction that you have for this business and getting that passive income. Do you know how many rentals you have to own to get $10,000 a month passively? How many do you think?
I mean, if you're leveraging.
Yeah, with loans.
At least 25.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
25
pretty-
to 30.
How much attention would that take from your life?
All of it.
Right? Guys, I am telling you, it is. Liam loves the community as well. Yes, sir, I've used TTP PropStream code since you first mentioned it on YouTube in 2020. Make money, Brent Dan. Yeah, thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I mean, I just don't understand why you don't double dip in this thing in this era, in the era of live streaming. I mean, I think it's a huge opportunity, Even if you do one deal a year, if you did one real estate deal a year, even if you did no deals a year, but you're out there well, you'll do it if you're taking action every single day. You're going to do deals, and then you document it, and then you build affiliates, and then all of a sudden, you've got mailbox money way higher than, monthly recurring revenue, MRR. It is, what was, somebody said that, was it Einstein that said that compounding interest is like one of the greatest things in the world, or one of the greatest powers in the world? I think if Einstein was around now, he would say monthly recurring revenue. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think, Ryan? Ryan agrees. Put the camera on him, Matt. We can swing it all the way over to him. Sitting over. Look how cool he is. Yes, there he is. Awesome.
He's got that blue aura.
I believe in this. I believe in this so much, guys. We spent $90,000 on this wall.
Yeah.
We spent another, I don't know, $12,000 on this camera that moves around. We've got all these other cameras and lights and everything. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's a good investment, I think, once you get there. You can do everything from your phone. You just shot your first YouTube video
Let's
on
go.
your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Let's get it up. How can
Looks
people
goofy.
find that?
YouTube channel name is The Tyler Pugh. So super cheesy, but easy to remember.
The Tyler Pugh.
Yeah.
Spell your last name.
Pugh.
Nice. And what is it? What'd you put on there?
It's just a whiteboard Wednesday. So what I plan on doing is just every
Oh,
Wednesday.
pull it over. There we go.
It's a new video, just reviewing the deals that we already did.
Nice.
See, I said he should do this topless, put a pull-up bar, you know what I mean? Go through it, because he's a Marine.
And just do.
You know what I mean?
Clip ARV 1.2 million.
You know?
Okay, how many pull-ups should I do, guys?
Yeah. Would
You
that
can't.
not work?
You can't.
Would that not work?
All the way down, or it doesn't count.
All the way down. That's it. And then you just go bananas. But guys, right there, Tyler Pugh's got 7 subscribers. Definitely go check that out. I think it's awesome. I think you do a YouTube channel while you're documenting it.
Yeah.
You could live stream like this on all those things. Is there Matt? What is the platform that we have that live streams all this?
OBS.
OBS.
Yep.
But it's expensive, right?
Oh, it's free.
OBS is free.
Yeah.
OBS. Is it OBS? If you Googled it, what?
Yeah, it'll pop up.
Google it.
I got you.
Yeah. But guys, there you go. OBS Studio. Guys, we're hooking you up right here. I just want you to get loud. I want you to have conviction about what you're doing. I want you to, partner with really, really, really great affiliates. And if you need great affiliates, guys, just email me, Brent at Wholesaling Inc. Just email me affiliates or put affiliates in Instagram, and I will respond to those messages and send you the best people to reach out to build those affiliates. And I think that I could talk to them. I haven't even talked to any of the other guys doing the affiliate or the companies that provide affiliates. But I think if I talk to them, they give you probably the same deal as they give me, which
Yeah.
kind of levels
It
you
only
up.
benefits them too. you
Right.
know?
Yeah. So I think it's the future. I think it's a great way to get passive, especially for you two. You
Yeah,
guys
I
are
should
so
start
well
doing
known.
that.
You know what I mean? And just build up that
Yeah, they could kill
reputation
it. They
for
could
sure.
kill it.
I bet John Johnson's paying his whole life off of affiliates. I know you're doing deals, and I get it, John. And I think that that's important to be able to bring legitimacy to that and confidence to that into the advice and instruction that you give. I think that that's absolutely key. But I bet he's doing pretty well, and I think he's
yeah.
living. Where are you living? Brazil, Colombia,
He's
something like
living
that.
life.
He's living the life. You can do it anywhere. That's what I see. I see these
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
these young people. They go around the world. They travel around the world, and they're just live streaming their daily activities.
Saw a guy in Indonesia.
You have a student that's
Cam,
made a
he's
million.
actually Ethan's partner, so they're both my students.
What's his name?
Cam Oliveira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
But
good.
yeah, follow him on socials. I mean, he's super
Crushes
loud
it.
about what he does. Jumps on there, starts cold calling, locks up deals. He'll do the good calls, the bad calls, the real calls. So he's very transparent about how it all works. But he does great on that. It's the exact same strategy. Now they're building their community. They're building their own their own reach, and they're
Yep.
doing really, really good. They're crushing. They're doing absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So him and Ethan are partners.
Look at this. Dimmitri, holy cow. My wife has a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers. She wants to start a channel documenting what I do. Not sure where I would find the time, though, doing too many deals. There's time.
Yeah, there's always time.
168 hours. Just turn the camera on. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. So just turn the camera on, Dimmitri, and then you can have people edit it. You can
Yeah.
go on Fiverr. You can go on Upwork. You can get people to edit it. You just got somebody to edit it that was just somebody's daughter that works in your office, right?
Yeah.
And did it cost you anything?
$50 a video.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The return on that could be crazy.
That's incredible. So, where would I build connections with real estate investors, realtors, sellers, and more? Where would I go?
Well, if you're licensed, you could always pull a list of agents from the MLS directly. If you're not licensed, you could go to Dr. Bill's real estate agent list. I've used them a ton for Arizona. I've used it for Denver and Texas. Data is super accurate. The MLS is always going to be better because you now have the separation between NAR and your actual local brokerage, so you don't have to be a member of NAR anymore technically. So they might not have the most up-to-date data anymore, but you would go there for agents and you get about 85 to 90% accurate in most of the disclosure states.
When we're trying to find agents, I mean, at first we would, especially in separate markets, right? We don't have MLS access or all these tools. Zillow, go to Zillow, go to agents, real estate agents on there, and then start popping up like who's as far as reviews and top agents and that sort of stuff. Message them through them; they'll respond back. I mean, we get answers like that all the time too.
Randy, what market are you in? Let us know that. Will you pull up, Luke, meetup.com and just go to like Phoenix, and we'll pull it up for Randy if he's still around, and then just type in real estate investing.
Yep. 1 second.
One thing to add too, I think it's a great place to find agents just from Zillow on what properties are listed. So you know that this person's active and they have
Right.
a listing. So you may not want that listing, but they'll have something coming up at least. So it's a great place to start.
He's in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Put in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Two words, Fort Smith. There we go. Real estate investing. Boom. There you go. You can go on property tours. You can turn trust into income. Start a business. No, that's not it. Beginner real estate investing online. No.
If that's anywhere near Little Rock, I have a connection for you.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a bigger city, then go into those ones. But it looks like there's some opportunities there. So just type in real estate investing, and then wherever you're at, try Little Rock. Keep going. Yeah, you got some more tours. You've got networking event. Here you go, real estate wealth investing networking event. Yeah, you just look for stuff on meetup.com. I would also look at any RIAs, REIAs, RIAs, Real Estate Investor Associations. Yep, awesome. Sterling, always giving great value, Brent. Thank you. Thank you. Motion REI Rev is on fire. Little Rock is about a 3-hour drive for him.
Okay, cool. Might not work for you.
So,
Unless you want to relocate. But
yeah, unless you're doing business in Little Rock. You know what I mean?
if it's only
Then you
3
should probably
hours, you
get
could
out
do it
there.
remote if you have the right connection. Shoot me a message on Instagram, and I'll just link you guys in a group text.
Nice. His Instagram is in that chat, guys. Also, if you're getting value and you are not subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe. If you are enjoying this, give us a little thumbs up. It's like somewhere on the screen there. Where is it? Like people are watching on their phone. There's like a thing you can push, and it's like, hey, we like this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So do
I
that.
think that's
Where do
how
we
it
find
works.
that on the grammar?
Do that.
No,
Do that.
Please, for the love of God.
Oh, that's awesome. He's trying to, Randy's trying to do business in Fort Smith and Fayetteville area.
Okay.
Fayetteville.
Fayetteville.
Cool word.
Never heard of it.
Cool word.
Isn't
You know what else is a
Fayetteville
cool
in
word?
Montgomery?
Praetoria.
Pretoria. You want to explain that?
Isn't that in South Africa? Isn't that where Duplessis from?
Oh,
Pretoria? Pretoria?
Pretoria.
I thought it was a cool word. That's going to be a great fight this week.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
gonna watch
that is
UFC,
going to be a
Ryan?
great fight.
Victoria.
No. You already did your fighting. That's right. Your whole life's a fight. Ryan grew up in the tough streets of Oakland.
Yeah. We have a question here on Instagram.
Yeah, what do we got?
Joe the Investor asks, what is the highest wholesale deal you guys have ever done?
Gentlemen?
78,213.
Nice.
Let's go.
Mine was 30,000. I got that from another wholesaler.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
As far as the JV, man, this is really good.
Yeah.
Straight up assignment, 87,000.
Yeah, I don't know. 117? Yeah, something like that.
Dang.
I've made more on, that was a multifamily deal. It was a great deal. And then there was a,
Is that the Tucson one?
we've done well in, Yeah, but that was a flip. Yeah, a lot of the ones we closed on. Yeah, remember we closed on it and he lived there for like 90 days and moved?
This is the one where the husband is paying the mortgage and the wife.
Oh, that's right.
I never even talked to him on the phone. It was all text.
Yeah.
No way.
Really?
2 months. And we closed on it. But I don't
Come
know
here.
if we closed-
People can't hear you, dude. You're talking and then people can't.
He's not used to it, all right?
Well, I mean, you're talking to us five, but there's like
This is getting
80
intimate over here.
or 100 people. Go ahead.
No, yeah, the Casa Grande one. That was the one that I was. That was the one where I was just talking to him through text. I never actually talked to him on the phone. But the house is all beat up. He had been paying the mortgage on the house ever since the divorce. But the wife just let the house go to like she never didn't pay anything. It was full of like dog shit, all kinds of stuff. And then we closed on it. We made like 112. I think the assignment was like 112.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
You guys look adorable like that.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that was
Yeah.
cute.
We're always
That was
adorable.
really intimate.
Yeah, you out of here?
Do my real estate
All right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Bye, Ryan.
All right, see you, bro.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, you too, bro.
Later, brother.
Yeah, dog
Later,
poop
my boy.
houses are fun.
But
Fun stuff.
They're all
Dude.
messed up.
I'll tell you what, it's the big deals are amazing, and the big deals really get you to. It really keeps the business rolling. You need to do a big, massive deal every quarter. That's really where you get the nice increases in the income. But get the reps in. You know what I mean? Any deal. I'll make $1 on a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And learn a lot from it. So oftentimes you learn a lot less from the bigger deals than you do from the smaller deals. And the smaller deals, you're like, oh my gosh, why did I do this deal? You know what I mean? But sometimes you learn a lot from it, and it helps to really refine your systems and refine the way that you communicate and refine what you consider is what you want to offer the property owner. Because at the end of the day, the value is in the eyes of the buyer, right? So
That's good.
yeah,
Hey, Kyle.
awesome. I wanted to warn everybody of a new scheme going on in our marketplace, and it's something that everybody needs to watch out for because it's popping up more and more, and I'll show you exactly how this works. All right? This is a purchase agreement, okay? And this is going to be between, let's say, the property owner and you, okay? You're here, you're awesome, you're doing your thing. And so you've got this purchase agreement between you and the property owner. And then you assign this deal to your cash buyer. We're going to give this guy a little cash bag here, which kind of looks like a pineapple. And then you assign it, right? Assignment agreement. All right? And now what this person here, this cash buyer is doing here, is they're going to do another purchase agreement. Now this is what's called a double escrow. And sometimes it's you can do this as a double close. Okay? Essentially what a double escrow is, the money coming from this buy, so this guy here sells it to another buyer here. And when they sell it to this one, they're using this guy's money comes in here and then pays off this deal. Does this make sense, everybody? Are we following along? Am I doing this simple enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a double close, double escrow. This isn't just you sign it here, this is the end buyer, it's done. No, this person's selling to this person. Well, in this new scheme, this person doesn't have any money, okay? This person's going to get a hard money loan. This person's actually giving this person the down payment, and they're increasing the price dramatically from what? So for example, you sell it to this guy for $160,000. That includes your assignment fee. They then go and sell it for $250,000.
Yeah.
Okay? And they do that to get the most out of a loan from a hard money lender. Hard money lender comes in and goes, okay, I'll give you $190,000 for that loan. You come in with $60,000 to close the deal, and it's all good. Well, you sold it for $160,000. They're getting a loan for $190,000. Follow along here, guys. This is called a straw buyer. This is a scheme that pops up every 10 years, every 15 years. It's been a while since it's been in Arizona because everybody got arrested for it. But what happens is there's a 30K spread here that this investor is getting, selling it to this person, but they know this person. They're in cahoots with this person. This is a straw buyer. This isn't a buyer that actually wants this property to do anything with this property. They're just scamming the hard money lenders. So what happens is they close here this person gives the down payment for this new buyer of $60,000. They get a loan for $190,000. It's a $250,000 sale. They get $30,000 spread from the 160 to the 190, and then they never make a payment to the hard money lender.
Womp womp.
They never make a payment. They foreclose because this foreclosure in the hard money is not on their credit. They're not pulling their credit to be able to do that, right? So they're like, well, hey, do you want to make a quick 15 grand, Mr. Straw Buyer? I'll make 15, you make 15, we'll walk away from this deal, and nobody, no, who cares? Screw the hard money and private money lenders, right? This is bad. This is being caught up in this as an investor, seeing dramatic increases from what you're selling your deal for should be a red flag for you. Okay? You should be reaching out and seeing who these hard money lenders are, especially if you know these hard money lenders. Because these hard money lenders are going to get really, really, really screwed. It's going to affect all of the rates that are going on because there's going to be more risk. And you're now involved. You do a bunch of deals this way, it's going to be a problem. Now, are you doing anything wrong? I don't think so. If somebody's investigating this, are they going to think that you're in on the scheme? 100%. And then you have to prove that you're not. You have to prove that you didn't understand what's going on. But if you do understand this, you can avoid that. Does this make sense to everybody?
So
Let's see.
How do you recognize that that person's doing that?
Massive increase.
So you just-
Massive increase on the second
But
half.
like, how do you know in the middle of your transaction when it hasn't closed yet?
If they're double closing or double escrowing. Your title company should let you know what's going on with the sale here, where the funds are coming from for your purchase. If they're saying it's coming from another sale and the sale is ridiculously high, the title companies now are very sensitive to it, and they're watching massive increases in the pricing.
There's multiple places in the country where they're no longer doing double escrows.
Oh, well, most title companies won't,
Yeah.
right? So they find the title companies that do, and then they hop around from hard money to hard money, and that's how they're
That's crazy.
that's how they're making their income. And they'll buy the worst properties, they'll buy the ones nobody else wants, and they'll commit to dozens of deals. Because they're just recycling the money over and over and over. Because once they put the down payment in, they get their money back because they sold it to somebody else, and they get the spread.
That's
Let's see. The small ones keep the lights on. The big ones put you way ahead, especially 100K deals, Dimmitri says. Isn't it easier to just do deals and make money rather than being a criminal and have sleepless nights because the FBI might knock on your door?
Like, way more.
Guys, let me show you something that is a rule that I live by. And I try my best to really add this as a business principle. And it's not one that's too hard to follow. Anything times 0 equals 0. Right? The 0 here is terrible business practices, lying, doing those type of things, schemes, right? And they think that they're so clever. Anything times 0 is 0. You're going to give it all back. You're going to give it all back. Not only that, some people lose their freedom, which is crazy. You got one life, and you want to give away your freedom for some scheme and scam. It's horrible. So, yeah, anyway.
I have a question on that too, real quick.
Yeah,
if
go
we
ahead.
can.
Yeah,
So how
break
do
it down.
these hard money lenders, because like, again, most of these properties are tear downs, fire burns, stuff like that, and they obviously underwrite the deals. How do they, and you have to send them pictures. So how are they lending on this thinking that it's a deal?
I just don't think that they're doing a tremendous amount of due diligence. I think that they're just processing deals so fast They see, okay, the purchase price is at $250. I'm going to give 80% of that, and I'm going to be in good shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I think it just slips through the cracks, and I think they go and get approved by a bunch of. They throw this deal at several, and whoever gives them the most, they go with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's some lenders that are more aggressive than others, right? And they might be saying that they're going to do a BRRRR strategy, right, where they're going to keep it in their portfolio. They're not flipping it. These people want to. Well, they usually don't do it if you're going to be owner occupied. So
Right.
I don't know. That'd be a great question to ask a hard money lender, for sure. Yeah. Yep. Do you think I will eventually, in the future, need a real estate license to wholesale in Arkansas? Yes. I think in all states, there's 22 states now that have regulations. In Arizona, we have to disclose if we are a wholesale buyer. We've done that forever. But that got enacted in 2022. I wouldn't be surprised if you need to have a license here in the future. If there's more shenanigans going on and people really screw this whole thing up, it's going to be a real problem. And so I think it's smart to get your real estate license. I think it's kind of a rite of passage. It's 90 hours plus you take a school test for the nation, for the state, and then you do that again, the official test for the nation and the state. And then you have a real estate license, and as long as you keep up, depending on the state, you keep up your continuing education classes, you have a license forever. And so I think it's really, really, really a smart thing, and you get access to the MLS. If you're in a non-disclosure state and you don't have a license, I think you're being very silly.
Totally agree. People get a little freaked out about, oh, I have a license, now I have responsibility, which is good practices. It goes back to that. I mean, I've had a license since 2013, never had an issue. Never had an issue with having a license and wholesaling at the same time. Just be clear and transparent about it.
It's an extra
Be a
shield.
good human. Doesn't take that.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of thinking behind it.
That's right. Should I get a license now? Yes. Everybody should. You can do it online.
We talked about this last week.
You could do it
Yeah.
online easily. It's like $300 online or $400 depending. I think it's a really smart idea, especially in non-disclosure states where all the data is locked into the MLS. I mean, it seems like that's a complete no-brainer. And there's a lot. Will you pull up non-disclosure states?
Yeah.
Just type non-disclosure state map, please, and we'll pull that up. What you working on this week, Tyler? Besides your YouTube channel,
big,
topless, doing pull-ups.
Yeah, I mean, big push for social media. I've been like off of it for so long that it's a big focus this week. We already closed on one. We have a couple ones that we're trying to get under contract right now. But yeah, it's just a big social media push, big YouTube push, and then exploring Facebook ads with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
He's going Facebook ads to agents
Oh.
looking for offers. So we're gonna be running that soon. That's gonna be really exciting. Yeah, you and Jess. He was on the phone with Pearson for 2 hours yesterday.
Let's go. Yeah, no, those are great.
Yeah. Right here, guys, non-disclosure states. Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, Kansas, Utah, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri? Yeah.
And then one more.
And that's, no, I said Kansas. Oh, and Alaska. So non-disclosure states. So I would say in all of those, I would definitely get a license. In a lot of states, you have to get a license. Guys, if you go to easyreiclosings.com, they have an incredible report called The War on Wholesaling. And yeah, pull that up. Easy REI Closings.
Typo. Easy REI.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Right? And David Olds does an incredible job. They're an incredible transaction coordinator. If you guys are doing a bunch of deals and you want to just turn over your deals, that's what I always did. As an agent and in wholesale, I would just turn it over to a transaction coordinator and they do everything. Because it's really income servicing activities, and I wanted to focus on income producing activities. Anyway, they have a report on that. You can also get it at ttpinsider.com. Guys, we have all of our downloads and training and all sorts of stuff at ttpinsider.com. So definitely go there and register and get a account. And it is somewhere in here. There it is. Look at all this stuff you get. Awesome. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Holy cow. Look at those thumbnails. How fun.
Beautiful.
How fun, huh? That's great. Matt Justice, what does your daily schedule look like? How do you do so many deals?
Now at this point, it's mainly just focusing on underwriting, doing quality control, helping the team out with their negotiations and offer prices. And like obviously as managing everyone, I see who's buying our deals and what type of deals they like to buy. So suggesting to our dispo reps who to send these deals to. That's huge. And then, just continuously trying to improve the systems, the processes, make things more simple.
Yeah.
And then, definitely content. Do a little bit of content here and
What
there.
do you mean quality control?
Well, because, we get deals from wholesalers pretty much everywhere in Arizona, from almost every wholesaler in Arizona. So it's like we're not just going to go and send out everything. So we need to look at every deal, underwrite them, and not send out the really crappy deals. That's pretty much what quality control is.
Do you curate the deals to specific buyers?
Yes, for sure. There's definitely times where we'll send out a deal that doesn't look good on paper, but we know someone is looking specifically for this area, for this type of property, and so we'll still send that out. And we'll send it to him first and still get it out to the rest of our list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do you
I
have
think
a
it's
time,
so smart.
Do you have a time difference between that? Like when you send it out to a buyer, would you give them, 4 hours to take a look at it and then blast it out, or?
No,
back to back?
not that much time. Sometimes we'll give them anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour the most. We want them to definitely see that it hit the list and that everyone else is taking a look at it, so we could put urgency on them to make a quick decision. So we'll give them time, but not that much.
Awesome. Joel asked, when making offers to on market in Southern California, should I be including end buyer's profit in my max allowable offer or just closing costs, rehab, and my fee? Thank you.
100%. You want to calculate that in there. Otherwise, your numbers are going to be off every single time by
That's where the
at least
30% comes.
10%.
Yeah. You want to build in, so if you're looking at the fixed up value, which is ARV, after repaired value, right? This is what it's going to sell for when it's absolutely beautiful and up to today's standards. Takes 70%. I would probably say in SoCal, 80%, 85,
Premium markets, yeah.
85%. What would you say?
Yeah, I think 80.
80% minus repairs, minus your fees, and you'll be good. But it's all built in there, Joel. It's all built in that 20% that you're taking off. The profit's in there, the holding costs, the closing costs, all of that is built into that 20%. So just take that off the top in a market like Southern California, which apparently San Diego is #1 ranked best climate in the world. Did you know that?
Wait,
Yeah.
San
Not
Diego?
surprised.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice.
I didn't know in the world. I'm like, wow, okay. No wonder,
But not-
the months of inventory is like half a month.
But not Tijuana.
Not Tijuana.
Not Tijuana.
Is it not?
I
The
don't know.
weather's
But you
different
cross the
there?
border and the climate changes.
The climate change is there.
I don't know.
That's right.
What's going on there?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you tell me. What is it?
Oh yeah.
Is Tijuana crazy? I've never been to Tijuana.
Yeah, it's a wild city.
Is it?
I'm not a fan of
You should
Tijuana.
go vlog the whole thing.
I know we weren't allowed to go to Tijuana when I was active duty.
Oh yeah, were you in San Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were strictly forbidden to cross the border.
Were you at
we'd lose
Coronado
half-
Island, or is that
half
just
No,
Campus,
it's
yeah,
on
we did.
Miramar.
Pendleton, right?
So it was like 15 minutes
We'd lose
north
half
of
Camp
downtown,
Pendleton if they allowed 'em.
pretty much.
What'd you say, Raph?
I said we would lose half of Camp Pendleton if they allowed him to go to Tijuana.
Well, I don't know what that means.
He's
but
not
I
lying.
believe it.
He's not lying. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, nice. Guys, go out, find some deals, find some opportunities. If you have $0 to $2,000 a month for marketing in your business, you're in hustle season. You're reaching out and you're talking to real estate agents, you're talking to property owners, you're on the phone, you're being proactive every single day. Once you get to 2,000 to 5,000, you can start buying some leads either through direct mail or Facebook ads or paper lead. And we've got some incredible sources for that. We really like TTP leads. That's our affiliate link. Boom, there you go. For property leads, I think that they're the best of the best. If you're interested in learning about how to run your own Facebook account, which I think is a super strong skill to have in this business, especially if you want to build local brand. I've been getting into Gary Vee a lot more. Holy cow, he is so smart about just building a radius like 10 miles around and just like doing a lot of Facebook ads and Facebook posting and really building a brand in that area. And we've seen companies in our market build incredible brands. You see it on billboards, you see it on TV commercials, you see it on radio commercials, build huge brands. And these guys do 10 to 12 million a year building these brands, and they spend a lot on them. But you don't have to do that, in Facebook. You can spend $100 a week and do really well on Facebook and really targeting. So if you're interested in that, talktopeople.com/Facebook. That's you get mentorship and a whole coaching program and community with my social media or marketing manager, Jesse Pearson, and we've spent millions. He spent millions even before he started with me, figuring that out. So really, really, really cool there. That's between the 2,000 and the 5,000. 5,000 above, you're kind of still doing the same, marketing channels, and then 10,000 above, you're into PPC. You're going for the big, juicy, high-intent leads with PPC. We can certainly help you out with that at talktopeople.com. Cool. Anything else today, guys? We got to get ready for the prop stream batch event here coming up at the top of the hour, which is going to be really exciting. But guys, hit me up if you want a list of the affiliates that I think are just the best of the best, and will give you the best deals and not mess with you, and they're really easy to work with. Send me an email at Brent@Wholesaling Inc. If you're listening to this on the podcast. Send me a message. You can also, comment in the YouTube channel or put it in Instagram, and we'll take care of you there. So that's it. That's today's show.
Let's go.
Awesome
guys.
show. Thanks for being on here.
Sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, we
Yeah,
put
thanks for having me.
Alejandro will put in the chat again all of the handles for everybody here. We'll bring it in. Tyler Pugh, Matt Justice, Rafael Cortez, Luke Mariner, Matt Hill in the building. Come say goodbye. Thank you, guys. We love you so much. Thanks for participating. We're showing up every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, not so much, because I have to find out if Bo has ADHD, apparently. He does, I'll just tell you now. But we have to get it official, so I have to go to a doctor for that. But maybe we'll do something on Thursday or something. But thank you, guys. We love you guys. Remember, keep your house clean, protect your health, and increase your value to the world. You'll live a fantastic life. See ya next week.